What is going on, guys? Welcome to another video, and in today's video we are going over the Vaquita porpoise, and I may not be pronouncing that name right, but it's really hard. Vaquita. If somebody out there could tell me how to pronounce it better, that'd be great. These are actually the rarest marine mammal on the planet, guys, which is sort of why I chose to cover them today, the day that I normally do you know, like the extinct stuff or the possibly extinct stuff or the possibly still alive stuff, because these are rare. These could potentially get onto this list faster than the other lists. So yeah, I decided to cover these today. So before we get going though, guys, please do me a favor, go ahead, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any videos from me, and please go ahead and drop a comment down below with what you guys think about the video, what you guys think about this particular animal, and anything you guys would like for me to cover in the future. And without all that being said, guys, let's go ahead and get into this video. Real quick, guys, I do not own the rights to this porpoise. Please go to porpoise.org and show them some love. Vaquita. Since 1996, the IUCN lists the vaquita as critically endangered. Less than 30 animals remain in the wild. So there's 30 of them left, guys. They live in one spot in the world. There's 30 of them left, and that's why I chose to put them here, because the way things are going, it honestly doesn't look all that great for these guys. Scientific name is Phociana sinus. I am definitely not pronouncing that right. Conservation status, critically endangered. Interesting facts. The vaquita is the most endangered marine mammal in the world. First assessed as critically endangered in 1996, IUCN reported the vaquita has become a symbol for environmental sustainability. In 2005, the Mexican Ministry of Environment declared a vaquita refuge that contains within its borders approximately 80% of all verified vaquita sightings, positioned in order to protect these critically endangered porpoises. This was followed by the declaration of a 2-year ban of gillnet fishing in the entire known vaquita range by Mexican President Enrique Pena Nieto in April 2015. So yeah, okay, so the map for some reason doesn't want to load. So I guess this is just their area. Can I zoom out? Dang it. The map's not going to load. I don't know why the map's not going to load. But yeah, they live in one patch of ocean, guys. This is found only in northern Gulf of California in the Sea of Cortez, Mexico. Physical description and identifying features. Vaquita are identified by their tail, triangular dark eyes, and a beak tip, and dark gray/brown color. Their behavior and ecology, usually found singly or in pairs, with occasional sightings of groups up to 10 animals, inconspicuous and slow surfacing. Sexually mature at ages 3 to 6 years, gestation of 11 months, with most calving from February to April. They actually know quite a bit about them for there only being 30 of them. Lifespan, 21 plus years. Diet, small bottom feeding fish and squid. Conservation concerns. With an estimated population of less than 100 individuals and ongoing decline due to entanglement in gill nets, vaquita are the most critically endangered porpoise species. Several studies impact shrimp fisheries bycatches to be responsible for the decline of the vaquita. Illegal fishing with gill nets for another critically endangered species endemic to the Gulf of California, the chotoaba, is also linked to the decline of the vaquita. And here's a conservation timeline. March 18th, 1950, a single skull is found along the shore of Punta San Felipe in the northern Gulf of California. A 1958 paper first describes a new harbor porpoise of the genus Phociana. In 1978, the International Union for Conservation of Nature places the vaquita on its red list with a status of vulnerable. In 1985, the U.S. National Marine Fisheries Service added the vaquita to the list of endangered and threatened wildlife under the Endangered Species Act. In 1990, the IUCN changes the conservation status to endangered. In 1991, Mexico signs and ratifies the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora, which includes the vaquita. Mexico bans gillnets used to capture totoabos. The fishery is critically endangered species and has already been banned in 1975. Mexico continues to allow fishing of totoabo for research from 1983-93. The Mexican government creates a biosphere reserve in the upper Gulf of California. And that was in 93 and 96. The IUCN once again reassesses the vaquita's conservation status. Based on abundance estimates, it concludes that the species qualifies as critically endangered. In 96 and 97, the International Committee for the Recovery of the Vaquita is created as an international task force. It is tasked with the development and recovery plan for the vaquita based on the best scientific evidence available, while also considering socioeconomic aspects of conservation policies. In its first report, the committee identifies incidental bycatch as the main threat and concludes that the elimination of incidental fishery mortality should be the prime target of conservation efforts. Because, yeah, I mean, you can't catch the things. There's 30 of them literally in the ocean. It's literally finding a needle in a haystack. New legislation in Mexico strengthens conservation efforts. The rules of the General Law of Ecological Equilibrium and Environmental Protection in Matters of Nature Protected Areas prohibit fisheries that result in bycatch of vaquita, totoaba, sea turtles, or any other species at risk in their reserve. So they were still letting people fish in the reserve? What was the point of them even making it then? That makes no sense. The Mexican government decrees a refugee area for the vaquita that encompasses about 80% of the area in which vaquita sightings have occurred. Okay, so maybe it wasn't in there yet. Maybe they just set aside the thing, but now it's like in 2005 it became official. Crap. 2008, the recovery plan for the vaquita recommends that the compensation for fisheries is needed. Options include a buyout under which fisheries would surrender their boats and motors along with fishing gear, a switch out that would provide fisheries with alternative fishing gear, and a rent out option under which fishers would stop using gill nets for one season. April 29th, Mexican President Enrique Pena Nieto announces a program to conserve the protection that the vaquita that includes a 2-year ban on gill net fishing in an area covering the entire known vaquita habitat. The plan includes the Mexican Navy's assistance in enforcing the ban. They used the Mexican Navy to protect 30 dolphins. It's actually pretty cool. 2015, a report is released by the Subcommittee on Small Crustaceans at the International Whaling Commission that estimates a decline of the vaquita population of more than 40% in a single year, indicating that there might be as few as 50 individuals left. Now that was in 2015, so they went from 50 to 30. In 2015, Vaquita Survey Expedición Internacional Vaquita Marine 2015 released its end of expedition summary report. It comes to the sobering conclusion that based on sightings and acoustic monitoring data, 7 out of 10 vaquitas have been lost since the last survey in 2008. It would take 40 years as the vaquita's maximum population growth rate to reach 2008 levels. Jesus Christ. It'll take 40 years for them to get back to, essentially just back to that population they had in 2008. And that's just going from 50 to 40. May 13, 2016, Serva releases a new population estimate for the vaquita. About 60 animals remain. Serva releases the Serva 8 report with devastating news for the vaquita. The population has continued to decline to now just 30 individuals as of November 2016. Between 2011 and 2016 alone, 90% of the population, as estimated in 2011, has disappeared. So yeah, guys, it's actually kind of a sobering article, to be honest with you. The timeline really does kind of ring it home for me, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really seem like there were that many of them to begin with. and it's a very isolated population of porpoises. So it's like they were already. It's just like it's basically they lived in a water island, and they were just getting, you know, becoming bycatch and fishing nets. Just like the timeline of when they would just stop the fishing there really sucks, I guess, is one way to put it. I mean, it feels like if you're creating a habitat for this, you shouldn't stop, or you should just stop people from fishing in that place. Like, it doesn't make sense that they would still even like allow them to still be fishing in that area. But I mean, I don't know. There's at least that article was written obviously a little while ago, so you go ahead and look it up. But I do believe that there are still about 30 of them left, I would say. But yeah, so that is the rarest animal in the world. Please go visit that website, and well, not the rarest. Sorry, that's the rarest marine mammal. Please go visit that website. Show them your support. That can only help out. Please show me some support by liking this video, subscribing to this video or to my channel, hit the notification bell, and please drop a comment with what you guys think. And like I said, anything you guys might know of that you would like for me to cover, I'd be more than happy to do that. So yeah, until next time though, guys, please follow me on Instagram, and I will see you in the next video.